Everyone, let's do it. Let's hit it. This is just water. It's nothing notable, but you do have to hydrate if you're going to stay healthy, and I want to stay healthy. I cut 11 pounds, everyone, over the last few months. I'm pretty proud of that, to be honest with you. I was just telling Crispy, my editor, there's really no notable real estate news this week, so this is going to be a different video. The only bit of notable news is that interest rates took a little bit of a hike, kind of a nasty hike, actually, last week, so that was a bummer. Hopefully settles back down. They're still great. They're just a little higher than they were. It was from like 2.7 to like 3. So, yeah, it's a nasty hike, but they're still great. But anyway, there you go. There's your real estate news for the week, everyone. Now that that video is wrapped up, is a house the right choice for you? And what I mean by that is I believe that a lot more people should be considering condos and townhouses than actually consider them. Okay? So that's what we're going to talk about. I can't remember anything I'm supposed to say in this video, so let's just look at some notes here. Yeah, that's the gist of it. I mean, shit, we could probably just go ahead and wrap the video up right now. But I think a lot of people discount condos and townhouses because they have this thing, right? It's like kind of an American thing of like American dream, single family home. I want that fence, that white picket fence for all the ladies out there that watch the show. And the dudes, they want the garage, right? And the driveway, and they want to mow a lawn, which is weird. It's a total horrible use of time unless you just have a lot of free time on your hands. But I think that there's just kind of a stigma where you want to own a house, right? A freestanding house. When in reality, I think condos and townhouses make a lot of sense for a lot of people. I will tell you the truth, guys. I would live in a townhouse if it wasn't for that stupid dog. Now, that stupid dog couldn't keep it together down here, which is why he's in a crate upstairs thinking about and hopefully being remorseful for his actions. But if it wasn't for him, I don't need a house. Truthfully, I would not need a house. I would just get a townhouse, because the reality is a townhouse, right? Or even a condo, but we're going to kind of focus on townhouses for the point of this, just because I think they're a little bit more common, minus like big mega cities where it's like high rises and stuff like that. Townhouses are great because you have really all the benefits of a house without some of the downs, maybe not all, but you have a lot of benefits of a house. Frequently, you have a garage, for example, right? Condo, typically not a garage. Like you might have a community garage or like a covered parking spot like outside, but you probably don't have a dedicated garage because you don't have just not how it works, right? A townhouse, most of the time, I mean, in almost every case that I can think of, you have a dedicated garage. Might be a 1-car, but a lot of times it is in fact a 2-car. So you have that perk of owning a home. One of the real benefits of something like a townhouse or a condo is that you don't have to take care of the outside. And I think that this is a huge plus, a huge pro for a lot of people, myself included. I don't like home maintenance. Okay, I don't like it. Like if something breaks, I call someone. Like straight up, you can rag on me, say whatever you want, be like, oh, you're not a real man, you don't know how to fix a broken faucet. No, I don't. I got other shit to do. I have other things to do that I'm good at in life, and fixing a faucet is not inside of my wheelhouse of things that I even give a shit about, because that's why they invented plumbers, everyone, to come over and fix my faucet. Okay, so I'm running hot tonight, everyone. I don't know why. I apologize. Moving on. So you don't have to take care of the outside. If something goes wrong with the roof on your townhouse, you know what you do? Hey, HOA, my roof is leaking. And it's on them, right? It's on them. Like the roof is their territory. A lot of times even your yard is taken care of. Like if your yard is not fenced in, this is not in every case, because it's very much case by case based on the HOA. But a lot of times, as long as your yard is not fenced in to prevent us from getting to it, we'll maintain your yard for you. We'll do your shrubbery and your mow your lawn. If you live in a cold climate, in almost every case, the HOA is going to shovel your sidewalks and all that kind of stuff. These are lovely perks, everyone. Okay, you don't have that when you own a home. You know what you got to do at 7 a.m. when it snows? You got to get out there with a damn shovel, and you got to shovel out the driveway, unless you're just going to ride it out and wait for the sun to eventually melt that thing down, right? So I think that's a huge perk for people that don't want a lot of maintenance. That is myself. A lot of people, you don't really want a yard. If you're being honest with yourself, you want a patch of grass that's about the size of this rug that I'm on right now, where you can set a chair, not this chair, but a outdoor chair in the back, and you can go get some rays outside in the summer, read your book, whatever. You don't really want a yard. Do you? Do you really want a yard? Most of you, you really don't. Maybe if you have kids or something like that. But you know, another perk is that a lot of HOAs, they have playgrounds and shit like that for children, right? So if you have little wild children, then like, cool, send them to the neighborhood playground. You know, so there's that. I think they're also great for condos, townhouses, great for a lot of people that travel a lot, right? If you are in whatever profession, you're on the road a lot, great. It's so much easier, guys. It's just so much easier. It does reduce some utilities as well, like water, because you don't really have a yard. So your monthly output, especially in those warmer months when you would be running sprinklers and everything, well, you don't really have that, okay? So there's a lot of good things there. Who are condos, townhouses not good for? I think they're not a great fit for... I just started fading everyone. They're not great for a lot of dog owners. Or, as I think said maybe in the previous video this week, people who own weird pets like snakes and tigers and a wolverine or a porcupine or whatever weird shit you're into, lizards. Do you have a kimono dragon in your home? Probably don't live in a condo, right? Don't live in an HOA. Don't live in society. Go live in the woods somewhere with your stupid lizard, right? But like if you have dogs, which is pretty common, might not be a great fit for you, because I can tell you one thing, especially in colder climates, it is not fun if at 10 p.m. every night you got to take your dog for a walk and throw gloves and shit on. You were cuddled up on the sofa with your girl. Now you got to put on you bundle up to go walk your dog at 10 p.m. and it's snowing. Not a good time, right? That's when it's nice to have that backyard to let the dog out, which is the only reason I actually live in a house. If you have a bunch of wild children, condos, townhouses might not be great, because you will likely be sharing a wall, and well, virtual guarantee, you're going to be sharing a wall, if not a couple of walls. And so those rambunctious children might be disruptive for your neighbors, like myself when I lived in apartments. And it's like, I don't need to hear, I don't need to hear your kids. Or if you're just noisy in general, or are you a noisy human being? Probably don't live in a condo, right? Where it's essentially an apartment that you own. So, hey, look, all I'm doing here is I'm attempting to give you permission. It's okay, everybody. A condo and a townhouse, it's just as good as owning a house in many cases for a lot of people. I intend to be one of them one day, when I just have a lower maintenance lifestyle and I don't need a yard, so I don't need the water bill and the lawnmowers and all that shit, right? So, hey, look, from me to you, it's okay, guys. Condo, townhouse, they're cool. They're cool, right? So that's the end of the video, everyone. 1911 Syndicate, that's my baby. We help a lot of cops and military folk and good red-blooded Americans, hardworking people that they need to buy, sell houses, things like that. That's largely who we serve, but we will help your grandmother, your grandfather, your foster parents, whatever you need us to do. We are here to help you. So we always have that linked below. Appreciate you watching. I'm gonna cut this video. I've got to do some stupid candid faces of like, for thumbnails for my editor Crispy now. So that's what I'm gonna move over to. Everyone have a nice rest of your weekend, whenever this falls. Cheers, we'll see you soon. That's a good one, that's an easy one. HOA townhouses. And I'm gonna do one of these pointing things. Money, genius. What the hell is the other one? Oh, HOAs. I'm gonna give you like a pondering thing, like, God, I feel so stupid doing these. Such like an idiot doing these things.